Shara Park on the investigation by West Jordan Police and Fire. Shara.
Yeah, Deanie and Mike, this is a large investigation that is unfolding here. We got 6400 West where I'm standing right now, which is closed behind me. You can see police, a fire behind me. They're going in through the back of the house right now, but there's just as many police and investigators on the front of the house as well. But right now there are a lot of family. The emotions are very raw as friends are gathering as well, trying to give them some privacy on that side as they are dealing with the loss of 3 individuals in this family. And as you mentioned, a 4th person in the hospital right now. Let's get you up to speed on how we got where we are here today. This fire was called in to 911 around 10:18 this morning. When firefighters arrived to the home near 8270 South and 6430 West, the house was engulfed in flames. Right away, firefighters found one victim outside of the home. That person was taken by life flight to the University of Utah Hospital in critical condition. Then once they got inside, they found the 3 other people deceased. Now, at this point, investigators have a lot of questions as to what happened to these 3 people, like how this fire started and why they were not able to make it out of the house. It could be days, if not weeks, before we get those answers.
We do this investigation in conjunction with the West Jordan Fire Department. They have investigators who are employed with their agency as well. And so our detectives from the police department and the investigators from the fire department work in conjunction to figure out what happened.
Well, Sergeant Hercules did say at this point in the investigation, it appears that 3 people in the home did die as a result of the fire. He also said that he was not aware of any police history at this house. Now, the home does appear to be a total loss, but we can tell you their homes were damaged as a result of this fire. But as this investigation continues to unfold, we will certainly update you. But at this point, there are still just a lot of questions to be answered. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
All right, sure. Thank you. We continue our team coverage of that devastating house fire now with news specialist Alex Cabrero.
And Alex, you were speaking with some people who live near the home that burned down there. This has been tough for everyone in that neighborhood.
Yeah, it's certainly been a tough day out here today, Mike and Debbie. Those who live in this West Jordan neighborhood say that it is tough to put into words exactly what they're feeling after something like this. Many of them saw that house burning, saw the flames, saw the smoke. There's even video of one man who jumped a fence into the yard to try and help those who were in the home. Again, 3 people died inside the house. There's a 4th person now in critical condition at a hospital. Neighbors are saying that 4th person was a child who made it outside but was badly burned and injured. One woman who lives across the street still can't believe what happened and feels bad for the family.
Can't believe there's 3 people dead there. It's just beyond my comprehension. I mean, it could have been my house after I left that it exploded or something. It could happen to anybody around here.
We've received several videos from neighbors who saw this happening, some of them telling us that they heard an explosion that made their house rumble. There is no doubt what happened here today is a tragedy. I noticed several people that were hugging each other and with tears in their eyes. It's definitely a neighborhood that is hurting tonight. We will chat more with some of these neighbors coming up tonight in our 6 o'clock newscast. For now, though, for Live at 5 in West Jordan, I'm Alex Cabrero.
Alex, thank you. As we learn more about this tragic situation, things like the cause and the names of the victims, we will continue to update you right here on air and through the KSL Plus app.
Well, now to Orem, where crews were fighting another house fire. News specialist Emma Benson joins us live from that scene. Emma?
Yeah, guys, crews are here cleaning up right now after the fire happened this morning. We do know that one man is in critical condition tonight after he had to be rescued from inside the burning home. Now, here's what else we know so far. This happened at about 10:29 this morning when dispatch received a call about a fire at a multi-story home near South Terrace Drive. Now, when crews arrived, the first floor was fully engulfed in flames. There were 2 people outside of the home who made it out in time, but an adult male was still inside on the 2nd floor in a bedroom there. So firefighters were able to use a ladder to reach him and pull him out through the window.
Our firefighters made access into that window via ladder due to the heavy involved first floor, rescued the victim out of that 2nd-story window with the help of Orem police.
Now, the man was treated on scene for smoke inhalation, and then he was transported to Utah Valley Hospital, where he does remain in critical condition. No firefighters or other people were injured that we know of. Now, the cause of this fire, crews say, is still under investigation. The home, though, as you can see, took a lot of damage, so it's likely a complete loss. In Orem, Emma Benson, KSL 5 News. Back to you guys.
All right, Emma, thank you. People affected by the Monroe Canyon fire in Sevier County are invited to join a community meeting tomorrow night. The 8,600-acre fires forced multiple evacuations and destroyed at least 3 buildings, including 2 cabins. Firefighters are holding a meeting tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the evening at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield. They say a virtual link will also be available. Let's head on over to Kevin right now. Kevin, interesting day out there. I see the clouds behind you right now. I was down in Utah County. There are a lot of clouds this morning.
Yeah, thick overcast this morning, a bit of sunshine this afternoon, but the storms are definitely still out there. This is Beaver Mountain up near Logan Canyon, northern Utah, where some dark clouds and a little line of showers moving by. Southern Utah, depending on the location, we've got a little cell that's moving right towards Colorado City, another cell that's actually south of St. George, up around Panguitch. To Beaver, we've got some scattered thunderstorms. The heaviest cluster is again west of Delta this afternoon, and then right up through the mountains from Richfield, stretching over to Soldier Summit. As you come north, that line of storms coming over out over the northwest corner, that has the potential to drift over the Wasatch Front a little later this evening, making for some thunderstorms between about 7:30 and 9 p.m. It's 90 right now in Salt Lake, but if those storms get here, it'll cool off. I'll tell you how low the temperatures go and what's coming in for the weekend. It's all straight ahead.
All right, Kevin, thanks. In Hurricane, firefighters say they quickly put out a potential wildfire after a lightning strike at a tree in Kolob Mountain area. Crews tell us a single tree was hit, but firefighters were able to cut it down and put the flames out before it spread. They say the tree was so big, it was likely able to burn for 1,000 hours by itself if left unchecked. They're also thanking a local resident for helping them access the area through their land very quickly.
That's incredible. All right, San Juan County here, firefighters tell us some people living near the Deer Creek fire were able to return to their homes today and yesterday as well. Fire managers say cloud cover cooled the area overnight, helping crews on the fire line. The wildfire is nearly 16,000 acres and 11% contained. This fire's destroyed more than a dozen structures. The cause is under investigation.
The Salt Lake County District Attorney says 4 West Jordan police officers were legally justified in shooting and killing a man 1 year ago. 45-year-old Nicholas Kemp led police on a high-speed chase on July 5th, 2024. He fired multiple rounds at officers who were investigating Kemp for domestic violence. Police stopped Kemp's car with a pit maneuver near 9500 South and 13th West. The suspect got out of his car and fired more shots at police officers who returned fire. Kemp died later at the hospital.
Developing now in Midvale, one person has been hospitalized following an overnight shooting. Unified Police telling us this happened last night near 7200 South and State Street. We're told officers were responding to an unrelated call when the 41-year-old victim walked up to them and said that they had been shot. Later, while investigating, officials say the gunman returned to the scene and was taken into custody. 23-year-old Dakota Pierce was booked into the Salt Lake County Jail. The victim was in fair condition at last check, and investigation into the shooting is ongoing.
The Price Police Department says they worked with hazmat and SWAT teams overnight to make a large drug bust. They say just before 10, they served a search warrant at a home near a daycare. Inside, they found 7 pounds of meth, more than 2 pounds of fentanyl, cocaine, and multiple weapons. Nearby homes were evacuated because of the risk of drug exposure. Police are not releasing the names of the people they arrested.
Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department confirms 3 members of the department were killed this morning after an explosion at a training facility in East Los Angeles. Few details have been released, and authorities say the incident is an active investigation.
This is, unfortunately, the largest loss of life for us as the LA County Sheriff's Department since 1857. Between all 3 sworn members, they had served our community proudly for 74 years.
Sheriff says there is no further threat to the community and calls this an isolated incident.
Family members of the University of Idaho murder victims are speaking out today after a sweeping gag order in the case was lifted. The parents of Kaylee Gonzalez spoke with the Today Show this morning. They were expecting the suspect in the quadruple murders, Brian Kohberger, to go to trial this summer. But Kohberger pleaded guilty to the murders earlier this month after maintaining his innocence for nearly 3 years.
I think we're going to find out secrets through his sick, twisted mind.
Why?
He's going to write about it. He's going to have interviews, exclusive interviews with his family members or certain people, and that's how we're going to hear about it.
And to be fair, that could happen because in this particular plea deal, there's nothing that forbids that.
I wish that, he would have had to say maybe their names other than just simple yeses and nos, to have to say the victims' names, our daughter's name. Not just yes, yes, yes. I just feel like that was a really easy way to admit his guilt.
The judge in this case decided to lift the gag order yesterday, saying the public has the right to know more about those 2022 murders.
Still ahead, the president responds to new claims about his past friendship with Jeffrey Epstein, what he allegedly wrote for Epstein's 50th birthday.
And Tony Hawk is in town for the second annual Vert Alert Tour. We'll see what the heck this is and how the competition is shaping up tonight in Salt Lake City.
A Salt Lake City pedicab driver in court on sexual assault charges. Why police believe his alleged crimes could go back over a decade. Plus, KSL takes you inside the unique USU program helping house student veterans. Tonight at 6.
Chopper 5, Utah's only news helicopter, sponsored by Hadco Construction, building Utah from the ground up.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get